the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So LSU's offense is on the field for the first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receivers.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Prince. He's right on target. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to escape and get it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Breeze. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop. They do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is the way you set the tone, man. Early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the one. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Prince. It's complete. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Banks. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different...
He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. Bulldozes him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're bringing heat. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. No good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Back to pass, it's Prince. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hatchett. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Finds his big tight end. same. He's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
This time he's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered. Maybe.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Trying to find his man on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, Like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
On third down, going up top. He makes the connection. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking for a man. It's Prince. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Let's go. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Trucks through the defender.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback checking off. Running back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Prince. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw on second down. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they got him for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. DB's right up on the receivers. Caught over the middle. It's Breeze. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park him at the 39. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
Looking for a huge play. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll do it himself. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Prince. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback checking the play. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense working from the pistol. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little release to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going over.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.